Before this trip, I thought the Northwest was nothing but barren mountains, silent deserts, vast open spaces with a little sign of life. I remember that day. The sun was blazing. We drove aimlessly through the desert, climbing one golden duna after another. Then suddenly, in the distance, a patch of emerald green appeared, an oasis. We stopped the car and everyone rushed down the dunes like children running toward the ocean. The first lake we saw that day was called Swan Lake. The water was clear and ice cold. On the green grass stood strong, mighty cattle. In the desert, unbelievable. There was another lake, red in color. Our guide said you had to sit from the sky to truly understand its grandeur. I thought to myself, birds are lucky. They can see the mountains and the waters reflected in the shifting shadows of trees. The 20 plus of us spent an unforgettable day in the desert. We saw the beauty of nature and the magic of light and shadow. That day, we laughed. We chased the wind. We were free. Youth was beautiful. Our first stop was in Yinchuan, a city with very few people, but lakes everywhere. The driver said the locals were too few, that it wasn't very interesting. He said he liked Chongqing and Chengdu better. More people, better economy. I smiled and said nothing, because I come from Chengdu and I envy the people living in Yinchuan. It's quiet here, housing is affordable, the food is good, trees line the streets and people cycle everywhere. Isn't this a good life everyone dreams of? Truly, life is full of trapped cities. Those inside want out, and those outside want in. We visited the Western Shire Imperial Tubes and saw the Asian Western Shire scraped. We also went to a winery on the outskirts, tasting fine wine and learning something new. Usually we live and work in different corners of the country, but when we come together, the joy and laughter are so thick you could almost touch them. Crossing the Helan Mountains, we arrived in Inner Mongolia, where we witnessed the elegance and grandeur of the desert. Staying overnight in the desert was an unforgettable experience. The sky so clear, the wind so bitterly cold, but the silence was profound. Leaving the desert, we returned to a quiet courtyard in Zhongwei, Ningxia, where we spent 2 peaceful nights. In the evening, we gathered around a bonfire, making wishes, chatting, celebrating colleagues' birthday. Even at 2 a.m., no one wanted to leave. I love those 4 houses. They reminded me of what home could look like. Understated, comfortable, quiet, surrounded by villages, with a yellow river flowing nearby. Here we talked, we played games, we laughed out loud. For a while, we forgot about work, forgot about worries. I think this is what team building is truly about. After college, we left collective life behind and started our individual journeys, each of us playing our own single-player game. Most of the time, we're lonely. That's why when we come together, everything feels so precious. This was my first time in the Northwest, but I think it won't be my last. See you next time, Northwest.